we have seen the repetition of how they always make sure that they do their thing. They will first start sending the message. They use the media to send message out there that you are actually becoming a tyrant to your people. And before that, they will start laying things groundly to make sure that by the time the people swallow that pill of lies about their leader, then using the back gates, they will start entering from the front. And we are saying this to them that enough is enough. We are not going to sit back and allow this to continue. We have seen how they did it years ago. We have seen, we have read the history, and we are never going to allow this to happen. They did that to Umar Gaddafi. Recently, I can't mention those that we never saw. Those are the ones that we read in history. Kwame Nkrumah, the same person that was actually trying to liberate the minds of the people and revolutionize the continent for we to believe in ourselves and come together. In fact, it wasn't just even after independence. Before and after, he has stood up for the unification of Africa and made that statement that our independence means nothing to him unless it is linked with the total liberation of Africa. We never believed it. Today, we have had a leader who is actually blowing the trumpet of those people, the fort bearers who started it. I'm coming. I'm coming. No, I'm coming. See, let us not, as media, sometimes they look as if we are against what we are saying. Even most of us as media support what he's doing.
Yes, sir.
We need leaders in Africa, not tyrants. We don't need, puppets. We don't need stooges. We don't need people who come in the name of coming to, be there for the people. But when they claim the office we give to them, they rise on our shoulders and let us know that we are slaves in the modern days of no slavery.
Yes.
But let me chip in this.
Whether he came out of whatever you might call it, he is actually serving the people. Leadership.
That is why we call it data. That is what we need in Africa. Everything is free. At some point in time, you see he's putting some things in policy, but there are some who are concerned the fact that things will grant to you, but who need some sort of funds later. I don't know if you were some of these comments.
See, you are talking about funds.
The fact is, maybe from tertiary education is free, this is free. They have all the like the economy will grant to you.
I'm coming. We can have whichever opinions we want to have, but if and when there is a will, there is a way. As far as he has started it, if the Americans 400 years ago was able to think about making their country a better place for them today, that if we want to come there, they will need us to go through, embassies and be begging and be going to churches to make sure we get to their land. We are telling them that we are ready to do it today and we don't need them.
Yes, sir.
If they were able to do it, we can do it. If they were able to do it with us, we are ready to do it for us.
Yes, sir.
Nobody here can tell us that in the days of slavery, when they were sending our people through the Mediterranean Sea, they were going there to go and be taking pictures and selfies. No, they were going there to dig holes and lay lines for railways to be built. And today, the same youth are in Africa. We don't want them to use the Mediterranean to build our own country.
Yes, right.
The type of leadership as an Africans we've been craving for, but we've not gotten it like this.
I love what you just said. We've been. That means you even love it. That means you even love it.
Like, this is what you want.
No, that is what we want.
We do only one person.
Are you rephrase that after independence of Burkina Faso, of all the tomatoes they have been exporting, of all the gold, of all the resources, Burkina Faso, of all the resources Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coach, second coach roads, he is building asphalted overland roads.
Yes, sir.
How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have from nowhere to tell them that we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there, and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together and take it back to them.
Big up
And say,
reality.
enough is enough. It is now. They can never keep us in the fear or the shackles of imperialism. We are ready to detach ourselves and say enough is enough. And this is the time that African youth need to read through the lines and see and realize the truth. The same way they did to Nkrumah, they use the same people. And this is a warning that goes to all African leaders.
Yes, sir.
They sit back and allow themselves to be used by the imperialists. Anytime there has been any elimination of any African good leader, it is great. They use our own people against us.
Just as they're doing right now.
And we are sending a strong warning to the Ivory Coast leader. The president of Ivory Coast. If you are a brother and you sit down with our enemy, you become our enemy. Our brother again. Warning to them. Warning to them. And we are sending a strong warning to the president of Ghana to send a strong warning as far as diplomacy is concerned to the president and the consulate of Ghana for Ivory Coast. That enough is enough.
Yes, sir.
We are never going to sit down and allow this to happen again.
Yes, sir.
If we believe in African unification, if we celebrate Sixth March, which is our independence, that Nkrumah actually linked it to the Africa, we are saying today that as he is a president, they should respect that quote of Nkrumah and also believe in the vision of Nkrumah by sending a message to the Ivorian president that, my brother, you are stepping on the toes of the lion. Don't do this as a brother, because if you do, we are never going to sit back and watch you. If we can't get hold of you, you have your families. And you start coming after them. Tell them we are coming.
Also, to the President of the Republic of Ghana, if they can assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traoré without the youth of being protecting Captain, it means they can assassinate him. And I repeat several times that if we in Ghana here are protecting somebody from another land, what about you, the President of the Republic of Ghana? We are 100% ever ready to protect you. Whatever good work you want to do for your continent, your country, go ahead and do it. As a youth of the continent, during the time of Kwame Nkrumah, that the youth were sleeping and they do whatever they do to Kwame Nkrumah. This time around, if John Dramani Mahama want to come out from his heart and do it for the Republic of Ghana, no West and America can do anything to it, because the youth of Africa, we are protecting somebody from Burkina Faso, we can protect him. This is not the time of Nkrumah. This is not the time of Patrice Lumumba. This is not the time of Thomas Sankara. Let me tell you something. This Western America, they are very extra vigilant. At the time when Gaddafi was free education to people in Libya, that is where they told us Gaddafi is a dictator. At the time Gaddafi was giving people apartment to sleep without paying, that is where they told us Gaddafi is a dictator. Let me tell you, it takes African Caribbeans to make a only telephone for $500 million US for just a single year. It takes Gaddafi to put out $300 million when other African countries are putting up 100 million. They still tell us Gaddafi is a dictator. When Gaddafi was telling Africans to have African Development Bank, that we don't have anything to do with the IMF, we don't have anything to do with the World Bank, that is telling us that Gaddafi is a dictator. That time, we were not having the media to see what Gaddafi was doing. By today, on top of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, we were having the media. We can see what he's doing, and we are ever ready to protect every good leader of the soil who stand up for the people. The time is now to save our good leader. The time is now to protect even my president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let me tell you, the whole West Africa, the only person who is standing for Captain Ibrahim Traoré, if you don't know, the whole of West Africa, the only president that is standing for Captain Ibrahim Traoré is the president of the Republic of Ghana. We are pleading on him as we are calling on another massive protest on the 25th of May, which is the African Union Day. He should give us a massive support so that we can do that in image to protect himself. Together, we can do it. Africa, this is our to take our country. Come and unite. Time is now. Unite.
A lot of people are asking this question. I've gotten more than 4 or 5 of this question. I don't doing is going to incite coup because this president actually came out of
hold it for me.
or whatever.
Can you hold it for me?
What I'm saying is that if you're a leader in Africa now, nobody is actually going to go after who are actually serving the interests of the people. What Ibrahim Traoré has executed, leaders can be for their people. They want to Burkina, they still have bad roads. There are places that they don't have light, but they are happy because they know it's in progress.
Yes.
We need the leaders of our continent to start giving their people the kind of leadership that actually gave them the resilience to vote for them to come and lead them. It is not for them to come and make themselves happy, be there for their president just like our previous government did by putting his government, his people, his family on top of everything we're doing in this country. So we are sending this. It's an advice to any leader and an advice to the president of this country right now, Ibrahim John Dramani Mahama, that he served the people and served them right. Eyes are watching, ears are listening. It's an advice to everyone. When you sit somewhere and you're hungry and you see your neighbor has started eating out of the same field of which we could have all fed from, we will start rising up. The people of this country started going through hunger. They will rise up with the pain. And the people that will rise up, the people are ready to defend them. Don't allow this to happen, Mr. President. Let us lead the people and lead them for their interest and not for the interest of our political parties and for our own future and that of our children. So those people asking these questions, that don't you think this can also incite a lot of people to rise up? This is not going to incite anything when the leadership start thinking for the people.
Exactly.
We need leadership. And when you start leading like a leader and they want to come after you, it is not only going to be Ghana and RAF that will stand for President John Dramani Mahama. The youth will rise up and defend you. The youth of Africa will rise up and defend you. The youth of the Caribbean and the entire world, as far as you're a black man, will defend you. Just as we are defending Ibrahim Traoré now. Ibrahim Traoré is not in our country, but we stand with him strongly because he's actually paving the way for we to see that Africa can be led by Africans and it will be good. We have more of Ibrahim Traoré within us, but the fear of the imperialists, the shackles of imperialism is what has kept us in the fear that we keep cowering in. And we are saying enough is enough. Just as much as some of our ancestors, even when they were sailing them out of the oceans, out of the shores of our continent, they still resisted and spoke up. We are out of the shackles now and will continue to speak to liberate the minds of our fellow youth. It is us now. Africa can be led right. We can do it. We can enjoy the better lives that we go out there to be enslaved with. We can build it. I don't mind being enslaved in my own continent to build my continent for the next generation that will come after me.
We get the beam to do that. We go and build someone's continent. Why our continent?
Slave in someone's country. It hurts.
Our forefathers,
worst of it,
why not?
It's when you go and struggle with your mind, with your heads and everything within you. You can't even send the sweat that you work for to your own country. It is them that decide how much you send to your country. But when they come here, they do as they please. When they are going, they carry as they want. These people want us to come to their embassies and be begging them for we to come and be slaves in their own countries. In fact, if they want to help us, we are begging them. But the help we need them to do now is to stay away from our affairs. So we are ready to rise up and fight through the struggles and make it on our own.
Quality and
African unity now, and we will do it. That Berlin conference that divided us as a continent, we are going to also sit down and recollect to the past what Nkrumah told us in Ethiopia, that if you don't come together, we will suffer together one day. I think that one was a prophecy. And today, we are not only experiencing the history, we are living with the history. And we are not going to allow this. We shouldn't only be on social media, we shouldn't only be in our rooms and be trumpeting that we stand with Traoré. We are doing this together. And as I tell you people here, we are not only going to do this here, if the call comes for we to join the struggle in Burkina, we are ready to raise the flag.
But you speak as a man.
Just to add to what Rafa said.
Salam alaikum. Burkina Nyinga. Ibe Nyinga ton be ko Beka Africa Nyinga. La Africa ka Africa faye. Africa ni wen sam pass America zuga ba manuka pass. Yes. Ni cheben pass mbe ibe zugu nkani ya sa ba ma ton gobda. Na ba Nyinga wallahi ibe a odd bula ara soma mbingi wallahi ton be ko konya yuba be ko wallahi ton we bula ara ma tabu pare panye wallahi ibe Nyinga ribi asire Nyinga ton bora ka nere ka bumbi ka arzekinge ka aligdinga ya asira zugu ambe Africa and that of Africa jilla ibe ka Burkina nabo ya Africa jilla naba Europe rama bunya kunusu America nyaka nugu mbatona ibe naba Nyinga ni sister Africa ni sebe be Africa jilla wallahi ko ne fanya kan nugu la ba ibe tuma agusi asanga ba agusi ara samsung naba Nyinga ton ba ibe je buda pa ka pa yit Burkina o labsaka sire Nyinga hade dila ngomna a John Dramani Mahama bebewa mbeka mosa aja ibe ntumda ntumbeto yufa bodwe na man ko yufa because yufa vote to wa yufa bondina mande ko yufa daje tasala ya tasala no daje America ko mdo to be America tira no ube no yufa ko be Ghana tum Ghana ni samsam boto ko niba beto a ibe isapota ibe runda isapota ibe bewo ibe yumu mbeazu kunto kabla wakati mfabu gomda mwe aibe sama red board la sama gole e watame wallahi ina wa ba ye ina changa bi ya sire zugu inshallah ibe aibe pore mashallah
One Africa now
Tonsa kumzo nyande
Very importantly, we are all gathered as young people here. The most important thing
Before you even
in the
continue,
struggle
let me let you guys know this. And that is one thing that I will live with for the rest of my life. This our brother is just coming from Nigeria to support this solidarity work.
Always together.
He has actually the definition of what solidarity is. I was arrested by the previous government for rising up and speaking as a youth for 25 times. And he has always been visiting me in jail. One of them, he never came alone. He was with a presidential candidate, and I call him my president, who visited me in jail to tell me that, my brother, we are in this together. And when I heard you are arrested through your brother, I said, if I am in Ghana, I am coming here to see you. So, man here is a definition of solidarity. He understands what it means by standing with brothers. And so Ghanaians and
No.
we are Africans.
We are brothers. We are brothers. Brothers.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. The message.
No language to
the
separate
African
us.
youth. Numbers is very important.
Yes.
We have called for a demonstration today in solidarity with Ibrahim Traoré for our oppressors, both locally and internationally, to take us serious. It is numbers. The youth of Ghana, youth all over Africa, this was supposed to be an African demonstration. But each time I've screwed through my phones this morning, I've not seen my fellow youth in Nigeria rising up. I've not seen those in other African countries rising up. And in Ghana here, I must commend them for coming out.
Wow.
But most importantly, the numbers is not as encouraging as I want it to be. Please, we have set another date for 25th of May, right?
Yes.
We African youth must understand that most of our leaders, the Western imperialists, are like bone that are in their throats. We must offer them water to flush it down. And when it doesn't go down, we must tell them that you are incapable, you must leave the way.
Yes.
It is time for the youth to take power. But how can we do this when, if we call for simple demonstration, youth do not show up in their thousands? How many millions of youth we have in this country? In Nigeria, we have over 150 million youth. But when